Today I'm going to read Sammy, the Classroom Guinea Pig by Alix Berenzy. Sammy had his own little house. Inside was a soft blue sock. He liked to take naps on it. The sock had a hole in it, but Sammy didn't mind. The house had two doors, one to run in and one to run out. Sometimes he ran in the outdoor and out the indoor. Sometimes he slept on the roof. Sammy felt safe knowing he had a place to hide. Sammy had a big cage to scamper about in. His food bowl was always filled with fresh guinea pig pellets. He had hay to chew on, water to drink, and a round block of salt to lick. Sammy liked his home. Sammy couldn't read a clock, but he always knew when Miss B, the teacher, would arrive. Every morning she brought him a treat, but today she was late. "Weep!" Sammy squeaked in greeting when she finally appeared in the doorway. "Yes, yes, I hear you, Sammy," said Miss B. She was thinking of all the things she had to do. She hurriedly offered him a piece of carrot. Sammy stood up on his hind legs, a difficult trick for a guinea pig, to take the carrot. Guinea pigs have individual tastes. Sammy liked many kinds of fruits and vegetables. Miss B's class had learned that Sammy's favorite treat of all was cantaloupe rind. Like most guinea pigs, he loved fresh cut grass. In warm weather, the children would bring him a great bunch, sometimes with dandelions. They were careful, though, not to bring him grass from the roadside, where it could be polluted by cars or other animals, or from a lawn treated with chemicals. Sammy heard the voices of the children in the hall. They burst into the classroom, all talking loudly. "Weep, weep!" cried Sammy happily, adding to the din. "Everybody settle down," cried Miss B. Soon, all the students were sitting in their seats and watching Miss B write on the blackboard. Sammy watched too. But as the lessons began, Sammy felt something bothering him. It bothered him more and more and more. At last, he could contain it no longer. "Weep!" he shrieked at the top of his lungs. He sprang onto the roof of the house. "Weep! Weep!" he cried again. He leaped off and began to run, kicking wood shavings everywhere. Miss B stopped writing on the blackboard. "For heaven's sake," she exclaimed, "what's the matter, Sammy?" "Weep! Weep!" he squealed, speeding in circles around the cage. Another burst of shavings fell to the floor. All the children turned around in their seats. "What's the matter, Sammy?" they cried. Oh, what could it be? What do you think is wrong with Sammy? Miss B and her students gathered around the cage. Sammy stopped scurrying and let the teacher pick him up. She lifted him with two hands, careful to support his heavy hindquarters. Sammy found himself nose to nose with the teacher. "What is the matter?" she demanded. "Weep!" Sammy shrieked. Everyone loved Sammy and was worried. "Is he sick?" asked Robbie. "When guinea pigs don't feel well, they usually sit quietly with their fur puffed up," Miss B explained. "His appetite is good. There's no wetness around his eyes or nose, which would also tell us if he were sick. He looks fine to me," she said, mystified. "Is he afraid of something?" asked Eric. If Sammy were frightened, his instincts would tell him to run into his house and be very quiet. So I don't think he's afraid, the teacher reasoned. I've taught you to talk softly and be gentle when you play with him. That way he won't be afraid of us. He will think of us as his friends. Maybe something is hurting him, Miss B, said Lisa, worried. Oh, what could it be? Well, let's take a look, responded the teacher. Sammy felt himself being lowered onto a table. Miss B lifted up each of his little ears and looked into them. He felt her fingers parting his fur to reveal his skin. He wished she would scratch him under the chin instead. He liked that. Do you see any red marks or bald spots? She asked the class. That would tell us if Sammy had a skin problem. Now that could make him upset. But Sammy's skin looked perfectly healthy. Because we keep his cage nice and clean, it's unlikely he would have that problem. I can't imagine why he was screaming so, the teacher confessed. What could it be? Sammy decided he didn't like them looking through his fur anymore. He began to make unhappy noises, small, irritated squeals and squeaks. Will he bite? Asked Tanisha nervously. Most guinea pigs don't bite, replied Miss B. They bite only if they are very frightened. She let Sammy go, and he immediately stopped complaining. He began to waddle along the tabletop, sniffing the surface. What? Sammy chuckled as he went. That's his exploring sound, said Miss B. Sammy was enjoying himself. He liked to explore new things. Sammy made his way to Maria and touched her nose with his. That's how guinea pigs recognize and greet each other, explained Miss B. Doot, 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 doot. Sammy burbled in soft musical tones. That means he's happy, she said. Sammy was glad when Maria picked him up and cuddled him. Her sweater was soft and warm. Miss B, I think I know what's wrong with Sammy, Maria said. What do you think it is, boys and girls? I think it's because today is Monday. What? Everyone exclaimed. Sammy was alone all weekend, Maria explained. I think he's glad to see us. He wants our attention, that's all. Miss B studied the little guinea pig. Sammy, she said sternly, is this true? Is that what's the matter? Maria set Sammy down on the table and everyone gathered closer. Sammy felt someone scratch his chin, and he scrunched up his nose with pleasure. Doot-dee-dut, he chuckled happily, and all of his friends were back. Doot-doot-doot-doot. That is what he wanted. He just wanted to be with his friends again. I know Ginger misses all of you very much, and she can't wait till we are in the classroom together. We'll listen for what sounds she makes. Maybe we'll do some videos with her too again.